box area that people can debate different topics of the day in. You're seeing this kind of rave-style suburban world that a New York artist named Big Twin has developed.
Right.
And the faces in the little thing down there are the different callers, and each one of them is on a phone line. Their voices, whatever pieces they're interested in showing to different artists in the community. And they can just upload whatever pieces they're interested in showing to it.
How do they do that?
We have a bulletin board that's running 24 hours a day here that they can just upload the stuff to. So you can see each of the faces or a phone caller. The window on the left here is Echo, which is a local video conferencing service here.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Can you turn up the audio a bit?
Sure.
Oh, it's over now. Who's that blonde guy with us? Come in.
And this happens every Thursday night.
Yeah. Sorry. I was going to get to a good spot there. That is just something that'll live on Echo that will tell people on Echo what parts of the world that they've come to. And it'll also intercept commands for a couple of places that students are building that will let Echo people have control as well. So there's a place where Echo people can dance in the world. You know, make a little character sprite, animate, and
What's the duration of the program? How long does it run?
this version has been on since late August.
My mailbox today.
And
he supports.
kind of the
what is
level
his
of it
name?
now is that it's like the facade of an old western
This
town.
preacher guy.
We've kind of thrown up
This
these
preacher guy. What's
buildings,
his
and
name?
now we're going back
He's on
and
the
filling them
700
up
Club.
with
Jerry
different
Falwell.
things.
Pat Robertson.
Could I get a copy of this on PAL,
700
this
Club,
tape?
and he
We don't have
women
any way of
shouldn't
doing
be
PAL,
like
unfortunately.
Do you
smart
have
and-
an NTSC
like-
copy I could take?
Robertson.
Yeah, no, how many copies made
Pat
right
Robertson,
now.
yes, thank you, Suzanne. Thank you.
Did I not just say Pat Robertson?
Perhaps
This is the community
You
fair.
want the map?
And so we give booths to different community groups where they can upload contact information
Hello.
about themselves.
So, what do you think about
We're
it,
going to be
Jack?
making a publicity tape, which I can give you in a couple weeks
I don't
after
think
the
about
student
tech.
spaces are created. Because
I don't
they're
know
really
if you
making
have to
some
wait
cool
for
stuff.
Right.
It'd be good to have that
Pardon
in
me?
there.
We'll have to wait and see. Good answer. I got that. Oh, Suzanne, you got that mailer too. It was kind of weird. I don't know. I didn't know.
So it's a multi-user environment that's graphical.
Right. It's kind of like we're attacking the same problems as the people doing news and modes, only from a different direction. In that their environment is very flexible, but you have to be a hacker to really figure out what's going on. Ours is more inflexible, but it's very easy for anybody who's channel surfing to figure out what's happening here.
Well, all right.
We get about
Let's see happy
4,000,
thoughts
between
about
2,500 and 4,000 callers
System.
per 1 hour show every week.
Yeah, sing a song about
So it's quite popular. People are really trying to get in.
Oh,
People,
red face, you're
the
fine.
ability to create their own spaces like mods.
Right.
But you know, sort of that, we're going to give people the ability to upload their own graphics and text to the spaces. So this is an artist house and he's just uploaded his QuickTime movies and whatever else to the space. For ways, sorry.
Are you getting much cooperation from the phone companies and so on, or have you sorted? Or?
Well, 9X actually funds this. This is an R&D project for them.
Right.
So they've been funding it for 3 years now, kind of to see what.
And they're a telco?
Yes, they're the local telephone company. It's like America West or Pacific Tel. They're the telephone company for New York.
Well, that's good to get their support. Would be very important, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they've been very supportive of this.
It's good to have you here tonight. Do you know what's going on? Okay, Jenny, use the buttons on your phone if you become the pilot.
Jenny,
Move around the world.
were you just like on the street corner or someone at a payphone just handed you a phone? Or are you looking at a TV somewhere? Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're not looking at a TV.
Jenny,
Not through a store window either. You're like in a house somewhere.
Jenny, you're that little face with the, I think, with the butterfly on your head.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and I think you're the pilot. So press any one of those swell numbers, and then we should go.
Where am I going?
No, how are you?
Where do you?
How are you?
I don't know. Who is Loud Man tonight?
Ooh, this is the one and only original Loud.
Oh, I just got rid of. Oh, now look what I've done. I just deserve to be. I don't know what I deserve to be.
I am back.
I'm sorry, Maz, if you're out there, Jenny, if you're out there.
Okay, back. We're going back down. Hello,
Call us at 443 Yorb.
Ben is back.
What is up with
Loud
out
Man.
there?
Loud Man.
Unfortunately, I would, which is going to be like a surreal game place. There's a place called the Petting Zoo that people are doing where you'll be able to upload to our voicemail kind of a question of the week response, and then you go to the petting zoo and you pet the different animals and get the responses. So that's kind of fun. The Yorbot thing that we talked about before. And there's also a Daisy Crop talk show where a talk show host will be on Echo hosting a chat talk show, kind of like on America Online or CompuServe. And but they will be here chatting live from the studio, so that if you navigate to the studio, you'll get to see a live video picture of the host, and then TV people can join in the computer chat. So I'll send a tape of that show to Bridget, and that should be pretty good for you guys.
Okay. Interested in how universities and companies are working with schools. So could you just summarize that again?
Oh, the school thing, yeah. We're starting to work with school kids this semester in low-income neighborhoods in Manhattan. So we want them to tell us about their neighborhood on our electronic neighborhood. So we're having them develop a map of their neighborhood and upload pictures about what's cool, what's happening in their neighborhood, what people wear, whatever's important to them, to our bulletin board. And it'll appear on the TV show on the maps of the neighborhood. This area here is called Ritual Ground Zero by an artist, Amy Evans, who's now working out at Interval. The idea is that each caller gets one of these instruments. So if I'm caller 1, I'm drums, and I have 9 samples of drums that are connected to the buttons on my phone. And the second caller has 9 samples of xylophone that are connected to her buttons, etc. And they're all playing along here. All these sounds you hear are the people pressing their phone buttons.
Alrighty, take that as a signal.
So it's kind of an interactive.
It's got a
jam
kind
space.
of, it's got a real rave feel to it, like a techno or a disco kind of dub sampling
Yeah,
thing. It's
yeah.
got, you know, it's sort of a neat marriage of like the kind of rap techno culture.
Right. This is the community booth area. It's going to swing up. That's the map that shows the overview of the whole world.
And this will grow and grow and grow, and perhaps when I get...
And however much storage space we can muster.
So-
It's really, this is all on 250 megabytes of stuff, so it's very low-tech compared to some of the big virtual reality things like the Aladdin ride at Disney World, where they have to gang together 3 Onyxes to give one person a ride. Not necessary.
So this is a standard or common or garden video toaster with the Amiga.
Yeah.
And that's a sort of little phone exchange.
Yeah, these answers the phone. We have it running on a normal Macintosh, and we have some modems to answer the phone. That's basically it. It's quite a simple setup.
All from Radio Shack.
Yeah.
It's
Radio
good
Shack is our friend.
It's good that you've got funding too, because that would make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much funding, but it's enough to where we don't have to be commercial. I actually think this is kind of the thing where there could be some kind of revenue stream from this, because people are thinking in very unimaginative ways about interactive TV. They're thinking about home shopping or movies on demand. It could just as easily be like you pay for an online service. You know, if you're on America Online or whatever, you're paying $5 an hour or whatever it is pay $5 an hour for this. It could be a 900 number or something like that.
And you can actually put stuff there yourself, which you can't do with home shopping.
Yeah, exactly. And the basic thing is that people want to talk to each other and play with each other in interesting ways. And this is the first time I've seen where people can actually be with other people on TV. So we're kind of giving the bandwidth back to them when people be the producers of their own shows.
And that's what it's all about. It's like Gibson says, you know, the difference between the internet and the superhighway is the internet's a town square, which is this, and the superhighway is a shopping mall.
Exactly, yeah. I grew up and used, and I've seen quite enough of highways and shopping malls for a lifetime. So, yeah, this is a chance for us to be utopian about cities again. People have it always distressed me about virtual reality is that people thought that they could go into this world and play, but it makes them kind of give up on the world that's around us. I mean, you know, for that matter, New York or Sydney or Melbourne is a virtual reality. They're all spaces that we've built within the last couple hundred years. I'd like to see these spaces be a utopian opportunity for us to think about going back to our real spaces and rebuilding them, you know, according to people's needs. So this is kind of setting an example. A good book is Variations on a Theme Park, by